those offensive rebounds, kind of kept our offense afloat. Again, we saw it last game where we probably played them too long, and then, just conditioning. But today, we knew we wanted to get them out, to get them back in, because we were such a big part of what we were doing, both ends, offensively on the offensive rebound, and then defensively back protecting the rim.
So in your mind, that was kind of the substitution patterns that kept him fresher at the end of this time, or is he just literally making stride day by day?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. It's been a process. Draft workouts, you're not playing 5-on-5. He's done that for a couple months to now playing 5-on-5, not just an open gym, in a hard playing summer league. So I think a little bit of both, step by step, he's getting better conditioning, and then it's on us to find when he needs a break and get him back in. Yeah, it's probably a little make or miss. We're trying to drive the basketball, as you can see, try to get to the rim. Not a ton of open looks. I think at times we turned down some open looks today, catch and shoot. But these guys are trying to play so hard and do the right thing. Maybe that is a drive and an extra pass. Hopefully we can shoot a little better than the 6 of 28 in the next one. Yeah, you can see it, right? I talked about his size and his skill. Just getting them out there, getting them acclimated to what the basketball is in the NBA, I think is a little bit different than what he's used to in college. And then defensively, you can feel him. We were switching so much. He ended up on the ball multiple possessions. His length and his size, again, you can feel him defensively, which is a great thing to see. Yeah, I believe so. He was drafted in a good system for 2 years. He's kind of like our stabling force at times in the second unit in both games, really. Then again, just his size, he's able to kind of guard multiple positions. With the way we were playing pick and roll defense, he was able to navigate the pick and rolls up top there when Duke wasn't on the floor. So that helped us kind of on both sides of the ball again. Yeah, I think a little bit of both. I mean, Reggie can do both. Day'Ron can do both. We definitely more switch heavy in the last game. We switched to drop in the last game. We went drop majority of the game here today. But I think it's Day'Ron, like Day'Ron's size at the rim, David Duke's ability to navigate pick and rolls. We wanted to take advantage of that a little more with Nwora. So we kept our bigs kind of back instead of the switching so much. We tried to keep our bigs back in the paint.
Hey,
any other questions?
Hey, Coach, can you hear me over here?
Yes, sir.
How's it going? I got two for you. One, we'll start here. What's this experience like for you, getting a chance to be the head coach of this summer league team versus being on the sidelines or being in development before?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question, Christian. I think, going into this, you're so eager to see all the mental reps that you've taken as an assistant. What it feels like, it is different. It's definitely a different perspective. You're usually so locked into one side of the ball or a couple players or a scout. Here, you're trying to look at the totality of it.
Right.
It's hard for me to even know the stats before I grab the box score at the end of the game because it's so different. But honestly, I've been so blessed to be around great coaches. Coach Izzo and then Bud. It's really cool. Actually, Pat St. Andrews, their head coach, was assistant video with me in Atlanta. So seeing Bud, then of course Kenny and Steve, but
Right.
JV and Coach D'Antoni, so many along the way that it's really cool to be in the seat. The experience is great. That's how we all approached it. It was not just myself. It was the rest of the coaching staff that decided to come here and help me in Summer League, that we all wanted to do a little bit more, maybe outside of what we do in the season to try to get better. So not only the players trying to get better, we're here to try to get better too.
Right. And second, we see players who are of a similar size and stature to Day'Ron that aren't able to crash that offensive glass the way that he's able to. What are you seeing in him that's allowing him to do that maybe other guys who have that similar size and strength don't have?
Yeah, you could feel it from day one. For his workout and the draft workout, to be honest, we could see it. And then every day in practice, we saw this. So it's not a one-day thing. and his motor. So it's a little bit of both. It's like his offensive and defensive physicality, but also his motor to continuously go get it. We made a big emphasis of offensive rebounding here in Summer League because we knew kind of our roster makeup. It was also to highlight some of his skill set.
Thank you.
Hi, Coach. Coach, that final three-pointer from Cameron Thomas, a big shot, and it always felt like a clinching shot that was deserving of winning a game.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
The Cameron Thomas's last three-pointer, it almost felt like it was a clinching shot deserving to win any game. It was the big sort of shot coming down the stretch that finally put the Bucks away.
Yeah, it's just kind of like the basketball god. You know, you play so well all game. He had to work so hard for a lot of his buckets, and then we ended up getting one of his easier shots down the stretch. And as you know, in the NBA, it's make or miss. So for a 19-year-old young guy to come out, make a big shot in a big game, it's pretty impressive.
And do you believe Cameron has the potential really to break into the rotation this year on a much vaunted Brooklyn Nets sort of squad?
Hey, Jim, if I could point this camera to Mitch Heckert, who's over my shoulder, I would have him answer that question, but we'll keep that to Sean and Steve, Jim, and I'll stay away from those. We're so far away from the season. Who knows what will happen, but we're excited with his progress right now.